Good morning and welcome to a very early start on No Man's Land. This is our survival let's play, and we're going to start by turning the engine on. That's how we're going to start. That's always a good start. And we'll empty what's left of this, and I think we'll go and get just one more load. We concentrated I think pretty much the entire last episode. And I say I think because it's been so long since I recorded on here. We concentrated on putting our silage through there, so making the money, whacking it through there. In this one, we're not going to do that. I am going to put some through, just to keep it sort of ticking over. If we can go down to the actual production itself, there's things that we need to do on this particular in-game day, which is harvesting. We've got two fields that we're absolutely desperate to harvest over there. One's a sunflower and one's a barley, from what I remember. Like I said, it has been some time since I've actually recorded on this map, just because we were so far ahead. I mean, we were like, I can't even remember how many videos we had stacked up, but we had an absolute ton of videos stacked up on YouTube that I just thought I'd leave recording for a little bit, would allow ourselves to catch up. And actually, by doing that, I've sort of missed the normal sort of flow of what we do. We normally do 2 videos, don't we, back to back. So 2 No Man's Land and then 2 Westbridge Hills. Whereas tonight I've just put out, I think it's episode 15 of Westbridge Hills, and it should have been a No Man's Land, but we just didn't have the No Man's Land ready. So hopefully we'll get back on track from tomorrow. Have this one ready for tomorrow night, which will be the, what is it today? It's Wednesday today, so hopefully this will be out on Thursday. YouTube's been processing really quickly at the minute, so with any luck that'll carry on happening. We're going to get straight into here, and we'll take this over. Although I don't want this header on because I want to do the sunflowers first. Let's get this parked over there. And I think for the sunflowers, in fact, possibly for both, we won't even need a trailer over there because we can empty them straight into the old mill. Right, let's get that hooked up, and I think we shall go this way. You'll say we're up to 175 grand. We've made so much money by putting our silage through there. Just the amount it's ticking over is absolutely brilliant. If we look, what are we on? 107, well, nearly 108 grand so far just in this month. And I think we start at the end of July? Did we start doing it? So that nearly 70 grand's worth is there as well, which isn't bad at all. You'll see our wool is stacking up as well. We need to figure out what we're going to do with that. Whether we're just going to sell it, whether we're going to end up buying a production for it, I'm not sure yet. I haven't really thought about it. I feel so good to be back on air. I've really missed doing this series. I have been on it over the last couple of days, but not recorded, and the reason for that is our big grass field up at the top. Is that on? Yeah. Our big grass field up at the top, I've churned up, like we said we were going to, didn't we? I don't know if it was the last episode or the episode before, after a comment in the comment section on YouTube, that once you have precision farming on, you need to churn up your grass fields and then just start again, basically. So we have done, everything's done. It's literally perfect, or as perfect as I can get it. Well, I get to the end of it and then we'll go on. we'll go on to the precision farming tab. Right. So it's this big field there. So you've got pH, it's been limed, the fertiliser's good on it. That was the yield from last time. If we go on here, it had everything done to it, so there's no weeds, doesn't need ploughing. You can see where we've rolled it, and there's no stones. So that should get us even better yield. I mean, I think we were getting 64% last time. Hopefully we'll get a lot more. Once we we'll do this field, and then we are going to go into that barley field as well, because I want them both harvested by the end of this in-game day. What I think we'll do is we'll have a look, see what. In fact, let's just run over now. Now that we're talking about, see how the expected yield on here is only 64% still, because there's no data on it yet. So on here we're up to, well, 100% pretty much, aren't we? 99%. I wonder if that's the highest you can get with grass. Some of them you can get up to 125%, can't you? I still don't know what the sort of what crops do what, to be honest. I know there's different sort of different yields for each. Could do with one of them mulches, couldn't I? Mulching isn't something we've actually done yet, is it? I don't think I've done it on any, actually. So we'll have to have a look. I don't know how much it adds to it. I'm sure I don't know if it's been on precision farming or not, and I don't know what map it's on, but does it only add 2%? Am I right in thinking that? So we'll have to have a look. But we know we're not going to get a great deal of these sunflowers, but it'll start. We'll put them in the mill, and it'll start the production ticking over again. And then we've got a couple of fields over near the farmhouse, haven't we? That's got sunflowers in. And I think there's a good chance that our newest big field right over on the left hand side there, I think that might have sunflowers in the next time as well. Am I right in saying we've got oats in it this time? I think we have, haven't we? But there's we've got absolutely tons to do. There's another couple of areas where I want to get new fields ploughed up. And I know there's some of our productions are suffering as well. So I think the donut one we need to look at, see what we need to put in there, and then sort of work out what we need to focus on with that, because it looks like that donut factory is going to make us quite a lot of money. Just by the price, it's like £4.5 or something, isn't it? Nearly up to £5 possibly for some of them. And we're producing all the materials, we just have to see if we can be a bit more efficient with producing some of them. But yeah, we need this field done, we need that field done, and then we can look maybe getting some data on it, whether we're going to get them turned around in this episode or not, I'm not sure. I mean, we did start early enough, like we could probably get 2 episodes out of it, or do one really long episode and try to get them fully turned around. We'll see. I think because it's been so long since I've been on it, and because there's that much to do, I probably won't mind doing an hour-long episode. I know you might, but Yeah, we'll have to see how it goes. Not looked in the used machinery either, have I? We'll have to do that. Let's do that now. Ah, yes. I mean, do we need it? Which one came up before? It was this one, wasn't it? I'm pretty sure it was this one because we decided that 230 horsepower just wasn't enough. I wanted at least 250, didn't I? And did we get the McCormick, which is 260? Is that what happened in the end? Oh, for 71 grand to be able to get the fast track as well. Do we need another tractor though? What would we use it for? We could. I was going to say we could use it solely for carton, but we've just got the wagon for that, haven't we? Which I haven't got a trailer to use yet. I just don't know whether we need another tractor. Did we look on the John Deere? Is that able to get a front loader? I think we looked and you can't, can you? Because then I could have got rid of the Steyr and used the John Deere as our front loader. Oh, that's going to really annoy us, that. It's the second time one of them's come up as well. And for those of you who don't know, the fast tracks are like, they're my favourite. Absolute favourite. Right, just about 100%. Oh no, a little bit more. There we go. Let's drop that. And that is where we're going. There's still a bit of maple in the grass there. We'll have to get that picked up. That maple production, it's definitely not a money maker. Not at all. Right, let's get that pod in there. It doesn't empty overly quick, so we'll come back once it's done. Back at it, and obviously we're not going to get much off this last sort of bit. Hopefully, just one more pass will get all of it. Might be a little bit too wide. Oh no, it's going to get all of it. Just released, like I said, the Westbridge Hills video, so the notifications keep going off for people who are liking and retweeting, etc. So at the minute, thank you to Juan Pedro, JJ, Rocky Road 76. I think those were the last 3 that's just gone off in the last couple of minutes, so cheers for that, it's always appreciated. Let's get that folded up. And it won't take long now to empty this. Yeah, we were talking about that the maple production, weren't we? It doesn't make money at all. It also doesn't cost anything, which is the big win, I suppose. I think it cost us 16 grand to put in, but it's just water after that, and obviously we get water for free. So it ticks over a little bit, but no, I think it looks good as well, doesn't it? It's like quite aesthetically pleasing, which is good. But you're certainly not going to make millions out of it. Nice mod though. It is a nice mod. I would still like another one of them sheep pens. That's what I would like. And they were cheap enough as well, weren't they? I could make this area here into somewhere where our to put our animals. I know we've got some over here, some chickens over here, and then our cows are right at the other end. I suppose the thing with that is, if we start getting a lot more sheep, then we won't be putting as much through in silage, will we? Which means we're not going to be processing as much. If we get more cows, we're going to need more TMR. So again, won't be processing much. I don't think, at the minute, to be honest, for cows, I don't think we need more cows. We're getting the milk that we need. And it's costing us very little, to be fair. I checked as well, just while we were off. The production's going again. So we got, what, probably 13,500 litres worth of sunflowers. That will go in absolutely no time. And then we'll be waiting again just for them 2 fields over at the back there. Right, and we're absolutely desperate for barley as well, aren't we? Nope, we don't want it on that. We want it on. Right, why is it? Ah, there we go. Now it's dropping. Because we want the straw. We want the straw to put into our manure factory, don't we? Okay, so what we're going to do is I'll put a time lapse on now. We'll carry on with this. And then we've got other stuff to do. I just don't want to spend whatever it is, 10 minutes, 15 minutes to do this and then make the video unnecessarily long. So yeah, we'll time lapse some of this and then we'll come back. We're on the last run now. We brought the trailer across, we filled that, and then it looks like we're going to get half a combine full as well, which isn't bad at all really. Like I said, we were in absolute desperate need for barley. I don't even know what, didn't we only have about 4,000? Yeah, 4,200 litres left, so it's something that we really needed. We'll get this took back over, and I think we'll get the Scout onto the back of is it, what did we buy? A Kubota, wasn't it? That's what we bought. I was going to say the Mahindra, but we didn't get the Mahindra in the end, did we? Right, let's get these over, get them tipped. We'll get the that wage payment I just mistakenly pressed. mistakenly pressed for a worker for like, I don't know, maybe about 10 meters up on there. Let's get these tipped. We'll get back over, get the scout on, and we'll see what we play with. We have the scout. I just started getting the samples. It takes quite a while, doesn't it? So, although it's not been too bad, to be honest. We've only got these 2 fields, and they're not exactly massive. Sort of standard, I'd say. So I'd say what you'd class as sort of standard size fields. Yeah, they're not particularly huge. So we might need 2 more after this one, maybe. Might get away with 1 actually. Good if we can just get 1. No, we're gonna need 2, aren't we? For that tiny little bit. Right. Just that 1 here. We'll get them sent off. I don't know how many there was, we'll have to see when it comes back. There's like 200 or 300 per sample, possibly. Get that lifted up, folded away. And we'll see what we've got there. Right, what do we need to do now? So 2,100 those soil samples cost, and let's see where we at. Just get this put away. Do you know what I'm talking about, that getting that fast track? I forgot we bought this as well. We've spent a lot of money on gear lately. I know we're making a lot of money and we need that gear to sort of progress the farm. So it's definitely something we need. Right, so a lot of loamy sand, which isn't good. That gives us a high seed rate, doesn't it? So we will have to get some lime on it, get some fertilizer on it, and go from there. We are currently at 70% environmental score, and at the minute only 1 field that we need to analyze, which isn't bad. Hopefully that'll knock everything up. We'll start working on these 2 fields now. I'm just thinking how best to do it. Where's the... There it is. In fact, we'll use this. So we don't need a ploughing, so we can just go and use the cultivator, which is good. Right, what I think we'll do, we'll get another really short time lapse on. In fact, let's start it first. Let's start the cultivating, because I don't think, from what I remember, I don't think we've used this tractor overly much. Sort of on camera for field work, it's so slow going in reverse. Not much room left there, is there? Spin around there. I think we're gonna have to feed the cows as well. I don't think there'll be much left. From what I remember, we only did one load of TMR in the last episode. Let's not destroy our canola. Something else that we're absolutely desperate for. Right. Let's get this unfolded. Are we working alright? Yeah, we're working alright. Right. I think I could have done this on some of the other fields that we ended up ploughing. I didn't think. And then obviously we've had the mess about getting the stones up, and what a pain that is. I mean, to be fair, at the minute we can't do that field, can we? Because we need to pick the straw, which is an absolute pain. So maybe I won't put... In fact, yeah, I will. I'll tell you what, we're going to put a bit of a time lapse on, and it will be like... It will be mega short, really. It's not going to be long at all. Like, I think I said at the beginning of the episode, didn't I? Or somewhere in the episode. It's probably going to be a little bit of a longer one, just because we've got that much that needs doing. And we started at like 6 in the morning rather than 8 when we would normally start. So let's get this going. I'll probably show you picking up the straw as well, maybe, I don't know. We'll see. But we'll get cracking and we will be back very soon. As you'll see, the majority of the day is done. It's like 4:10. I have no idea what time it was when we started turning the fields over, but we've done pretty much everything now. The only thing that hasn't been done, I'll tell you the things that have been done. So we cultivated, we limed, we seeded, and now we've rolled. The only thing that hasn't been done, we haven't put fertiliser down, which will need doing. However, it'll be in September now. The odd thing is that's changed. I don't even know why this was the case, although I certainly can't remember why. So all this is the original grass. That just hasn't been ploughed up. Over here, in this square, was some grass that I can only assume we put down, although I can't remember doing it. That just, when I cultivated and when I direct drilled, that just went over the top of it, so it's effectively turned this into one massive field. As you can see, the nitrogen is better in that field than it is in this field, where it's pretty bad. But this is one massive canola field now. And that wasn't planned to start with, however, that's how we've ended up, so that's how it's going to stay for now. This strip in the middle, I've actually got an idea for it. It's something that we won't be doing in this episode, but I think we'll probably get cracking on in the next episode, which will be in September. The last thing we're going to do before we switch off, because I think the beginning of the video would have been quite long already, we do need to pick them bits up and take them to the sawmill, but that's not for today either. The last thing we're going to do is we're going to find the McCormick, wherever it is. There it is. And we're going to take some barley up to the bakery. If we can get hooked up here. There's a couple of things we need to do up at the production site anyway, but I'm conscious we're no longer making flour anymore, so that's what we want to do now. We'll take as much as we can, so 18,400, that is what we'll take up. And this is literally going to be I say literally going to be the last thing. Up at the production site is going to be the last thing we'll do. I was going to carry on with the silage processing, but like I said, I think this video is already sort of kicking on, so we're not going to bother with that, and we won't be making any new fields in this video. I think that'll be for the next one, although we've got plenty of scope to do it, which I think we were talking about earlier on as well. So let's get this up here. We've still got, I'm still in two minds about that. I really do want it, however, it's totally a question of whether we need it. That's the issue, and I don't think we do. Not with the McCormick. Right. I think it's this side. There we go. So we'll get the barley put in there. Let's find, is that the bakery there? Yeah, so we'll get some flour made. The bread will carry on going, might as well switch it off. And this butter, this is the only thing we're missing for our donuts, so we can get that put in there as well. I do think, for butter, where are we at with milk? 12 litres, so we need milk up in here. Should I go and get that now? Tell you what, 2 seconds. I'll go down, I'll switch over and we'll bring some milk up. We're in the styer, we've got the 3,000 litres of milk. That should, I say should, it will keep us ticking over until September. If we go into, it's not the what I want. Right, donuts. Let's just get us on the straight path there. So milk we're alright for there. So yeah, that's the only thing we're missing, isn't it? Is the making sure butter is producing. Certainly in the short term anyway. If we can get this in, we still do need to make to get all 3 types of donuts going. We need chocolate, don't we? But for now, that isn't such a major issue. I think I could do with some sort of shed as well up here, just to keep all the product underneath, but that is a problem for another time. This is where we're going to leave it. We have, in this episode, we've harvested these 2 fields here. They were barley and sunflowers. We've got the sunflower production going again. We've also turned them around, so that is one massive canola field now. Which, if we look, is the same as this and this. So we're hoping to build up quite a sort of large amount of canola to keep that oil production going. This grass field as well, although we did it off camera, that's all being turned over, so that is pretty much perfect now. And I'm hoping that won't need touching again. The only field that we've got left to do for precision farming, that is this one at the minute, and it looks like that's going to be done next month as well with canola, so we'll get the details of that, and hopefully that environmental score will it'll increase as well. But for now, that is where we're going to leave it. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next one.